This was Larry the First. Larry believed that maxing his charisma would carry him all the way through Baldur's Gate 3 in honor mode. No weapons, no damage spells, just pure charm and sweet talk. Well, Larry lasted about 15 minutes. So here's Larry the Second instead. Well, this Larry decided to do the exact same thing. He maxed out his charisma, chose no damaging spells, and decided to beat honor mode without engaging in combat. He was going to beat Baldur's Gate 3 with just his pure charm. While Larry finds his way on the ship, I'll go over the rules. The most important rule is no combat. Fighting only happens if there's no other options. We have to solve everything through dialogue or persuasion. And when fighting happens, he can only debuff, buff or heal. That means no attacks, no weapons or damage spells. But his companions can attack. And considering this is honor mode, there's only one life. And now that we're done explaining all the rules, let's get right into Larry's adventures with full charisma. So after a long night of fighting octopus, Larry suddenly woke up on the beach. He was never going to fight again. He wanted a life of peace, but then he suddenly found a dead body. He was very scared and looked around, and he suddenly found a live girl. She wanted to join him right away. Larry was very happy with this. There was no fight to be seen anywhere, and he was making his way through the beach. Larry came to a stop when he saw some weird brain things on the ground, and he decided to stealth through. He did not want to fight. But the plan didn't really work out. He hid in the corner and swiftly told the brain a joke. It was really effective because the nice old lady could swiftly kill the creature. Larry didn't really know what to do. He kept hiding in the corner. But after she finished the second one, it started looking a bit grim. And she was about to die, which would leave Larry alone in this. He couldn't really have that, so he threw a swift healing potion at her. Larry had done it. He had saved her. And he had grown much stronger from that fight as well. He learned a new spell, Cure Wounds, in case he needed to heal some more. The nice old lady had gotten stronger herself, and she decided to pick a spell called Sanctuary, just in case she needed to ward Larry. And then they continued. He was bonding really well with the nice old lady when he saw an old man.
Hurry, I've got one of those brain things cornered.
The old man tried to trick Larry, but Larry wasn't having it. And Larry, with his immense charm, was able to turn around and walk away safely. And then the old man joined him. And with his new friend, he continued. And after walking for a while, they saw a weird purple portal thing.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically.
And suddenly a weird hand came out asking for a hand. And Larry couldn't say no. He wanted to touch it. He pulled out a really nice man in a dress. The man, called Gale, wanted to join him. And for some unknown reason, he decided the man was going to be a necromancer. And together they continued. After a bit of walking, they saw some weird red guys and decided to intervene. They were keeping a very handsome frog lady in a cage, and he didn't like that. He wanted to help. He told them there's an invasion of girth walking around, and it worked.
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
After freeing the handsome lady, Larry knew he wanted her. But the party was full and he didn't really know what to do, but he ended up sending the old man away. And then Larry continued with his new friends. Everything was going really well until he saw some ruins and a dirty gnome sitting on them. The gnome saw Larry and was really jealous of his fine looks. He called for his boss.
Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt?
Larry didn't want to fight and he really couldn't, so he tried tricking him. He tried the same trick again. He told them there's a girth invasion coming, and it worked again. The boss got really scared, but he kept talking about cheese.
No point in getting killed.
Second worm gets the cheese and all. Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it.
Larry found that weird, but he was determined to find this cheese. He had a mission, and it was to find cheese, but it wasn't going to be easy. He saw a door, and the cheese was probably in there. There was a man hiding behind the door, and he had to trick him to get the cheese. It wasn't really that hard, but after getting in, there was this really angry cheese protector there. And since Larry couldn't fight, he just had to watch his companions do the work. It was all going really well until he decided to run away. And considering he was running to a door, he was probably going to call for help. So it's really important the handsome man has to finish him here. He didn't, but the nice old lady had her turn. She really had to make it, but she didn't. Okay, no problems, the handsome lady got this. After taking really good aim, she missed. Okay, it was getting really dark here, and she had one last trick to show. But if she missed this one, it was all over. But with Larry's trust they made it, and they were safe. To celebrate, Larry started drumming his drums. After looking around, Larry finally found that cheese. He remembered the gnome's words.
Nobody's getting any damn cheese.
But he found more cheese. Well, considering his mission was complete and he didn't really want to look through the door, he made his way out. Larry was really happy. He never wanted to fight again, but then he heard a scream.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in!
Larry was really scared. He didn't want to fight, but suddenly this guy started killing goblins. Larry's journey after the ship hadn't really gone well. Suddenly there were more fights than he ever had in his life. But he knew he couldn't attack, so he just stayed behind his companions and let them do the job, as usual. Well, Larry helped with his signature move, throwing potions. Larry knew he couldn't fight, but he knew he could sing and play the drums. And suddenly, obviously, the situation turned around. Well, sometimes Larry had to rely on his signature move, but it was going pretty well. And slowly but surely they were able to finish the goblins off. Larry and his companions were heroes. With confidence they made their steps down these rocks. And that's it for Larry's first day. Will he be able to avoid combat in the future and talk his way through Baldur's Gate 3? Let's hope so.